All right, welcome back to Echo. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the music that's playing right here. It's pretty good. And it's the best we're going to hear. Okay, so we're very far along in this game, potentially on the last level. I can't imagine there's something after where we are. Uh-oh. I think I got my password wrong. There we go. Welcome to the machine. So yes, unfortunately, this is what the music in this level sounds like. This is what the level looks like. And you're going to be hearing this attack constantly because enemies come in from all sides of the screen at random times. Ooh. My headphone cord like rubbed up against my foot, and it felt like a bug was crawling on me for a moment. That was pretty alarming. So this, if you haven't seen this before, this level is it's an auto-scroller and a maze, and it's got lots of sections where it forces you to choose a path, and one way is correct and one way will crunch you to your death. And I have a very hard time remembering what the correct path is. Mostly because everything in the level looks exactly the same as everything else. And if we make it to the end, of the maze, there's a boss we have to fight. And the boss is extremely difficult, and I'm not sure what to do. I've figured out how to damage the boss to an extent, but I haven't figured out how to finish the boss off. I can cause him damage to a degree, but I can't seem to administer the killing strike. Oh, we almost got crunched there. I was trying to go the wrong way, If I'd been able to go the way I wanted to go, I would have been crunched. Oh. I'm gonna come clean and say I haven't been able to stare at this level for more than a second or so. It's just too stressful. Yeah, everything about this level is designed for, like, to produce maximum anxiety. I hear everything, so maybe I still have the worst end of the deal. I've never timed it. Uh-oh. But the maze goes on, and see, now we died. We start right back at the beginning. The maze goes on for like 6 or 7 minutes. I think it goes on for a very long time. This game in general makes me a tad motion sick, Cal says, so I just get to listen to dolphin screams. Well, believe me, I'm doing my best. I really want to release us all from this agony. I really cannot imagine ever playing this game again after I beat it. Sparrow says, it's funny you said screams. I've been wondering if that sound is actually a scream. I want to believe it's just a warning, otherwise I'm too stressed out. I wish I could remember where I bought this, because it'd be really good to go to take it back and demand a refund. I'll say, we can't process that, sir. You bought this game 17 years ago. And I will tell them, some crimes have no statute of limitations. I don't actually remember buying this game, which means I probably didn't know what it was when I bought it. That's the case with a lot of the games in my collection. When I first got into buying retro games, I was pretty much just buying whatever I could find, as long as it was cheap. And when I started buying games, everything was cheap. So I bought tons of stuff with no idea what it was, but just like, it's a cheap game. I'll add it to the pile. So yeah, usually if I don't remember buying a game, it means I didn't know what it was when I bought it. And that's the case for a lot of the Genesis library. Important question: will you play any of the sequels? Yeah, we'll do the sequels. We'll do Tides of Time and Echo Junior, because I have those. The more modern, the 3D sequel, I don't have, so that one probably not gonna happen. At least not for a very, very long time. The sequels to this, I mean, I'm not gonna rush to play them. I've heard that both of the other games on the Genesis are easier, though, so that'll be nice. If it's true. But yeah, at some point after I've recovered from this, we'll play the other two. If only they'd put a checkpoint before the boss. Oh, if I didn't have to do this over again every single time. The whole thing over and over again. This game is unreasonable. Those enemies, they come in and it's just Echo doesn't have any iframes when you take damage. Like, they just come in and drain your health immediately. They might as well all be a one-hit kill. Because unless you get really lucky, they are. Pookie Stan, welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. I see you've got something about easier in quotes. By easier, they mean less impossible. I mean, I'd settle for less impossible at this point. I don't know. This game is really just not for me, though. Like, I don't enjoy controlling Echo in this game. I don't like the physics. I don't like the gameplay, so I don't know. It's hard for me to be on board with it. Like, I know that there are people that keep telling me how much they love this game, and I just don't understand. I can't relate. This must be how people feel when I tell them I love Castlevania 64. Except I think when I tell people I love Castlevania 64, most people just assume I'm lying. Oh, we're dead. We're dead. So what I know to do is to eliminate this monster's eyeballs. But that doesn't kill the monster, so there is another step that I have not been able to figure out. No. I want to try just like ramming into the monster's head. That seems to not be it. I tried ramming into the monster's eye hole before. That also did not seem to work. It's hard to tell though, because I'm always dying. I'm always dying while I'm trying to try things, and so I can't tell if the thing I'm trying is killing me, or if something else is just happens to kill me at the same time I try something. It's very irritating. I just found a video on YouTube about the backstory of the game, but it appears to be spoiling the other games, so maybe you aren't going to know about it for quite some time. Yeah, don't share something like that with me. I don't like to watch things about games I haven't played if I plan to play them. Which can be very annoying, because sometimes, like, I'll, like, find someone on YouTube with a whole lot of videos, and, like, I can't watch most of them because they're about things I haven't played that I want to. Perhaps it came from an era where it was a nice novelty to control a dolphin. I have a few ideas about where to attack next, which I will not reveal. Excellent. A June bug randomly landed in my hair, Pookie says. Oh no. Oh, you've got to get those June bugs under control, Pookie. How can you living with us with such pests? I don't know how you can endure it. I don't know how you get rid of June bugs. And why are you getting June bugs anyway? It's only March. I might open the floor to suggestions for how to defeat this boss. I'm not gonna do that yet, but I may take some suggestions after a while. I think we're about at that point. After we've been at this for you know, for another hour or so. I don't think I'm clever enough to figure out what the game wants me to do. But I'm still hoping that I might get lucky and accidentally do the right thing. They're paying rent now. I hate that. They put that narrow gap there. You have to swim through it, and you've got such a limited time to do it. And they put an enemy immediately to the right of it, so that he'll kill you every time you try. And that enemy seems to always be a one-hit kill. Ugh. What a disgusting, awful level. You can do this, Frownie. I don't know. I appreciate you cheering for me, Sparrow, but I do not have confidence in myself. This game is like... This game is like eating a pizza filled with thumbtacks. It looks good, but the tactile experience is just torturous. Thumbtack pizza. Anytime I compliment the look or sound of this game, we are excluding this level from the conversation, by the way. This level is just digital vomit. One of the things that's kind of weird to me is all the gray parts, the parts that make up the walls. Like, the floor looks like circuit board to me. And then the walls look like concrete. And that's just weird to think of a spaceship that's made of concrete. I know it's not supposed to be, but something about the shades of gray that they chose and the texture. It just looks like concrete bricks. Especially the pieces with the big holes in them. I mean, really only the pieces with the big holes in them. The other parts look like tubing. That looks like a silo. That looks like a fan. You notice a lot of those bricks that have the holes in them, the holes are laid out in like it's sort of an asymmetrical kind of way. I think that they wanted those bricks to give you like that sort of lotus pod effect that people have, like when they look at lotus pods and they creep them out. I think they were hoping these bricks would have the same effect, but I don't think they quite got it right. I'm so angry. Don't ever play this game. It's not good for... It's not good for a human being to be so unhappy for such a long stretch of time. This game is carcinogenic. Don't know what I was doing wrong. Just couldn't go through. Just bouncing off the wall. I'm just sitting here in the misery of the game because I've exhausted everything to say about it. I've already said every negative thing there is possible to say in the English language about this game. I have nothing else to say. This is my least favorite thing that I've played on the stream. I will play E.T. on the Atari. I will play it 100 times before I play this game again one more time. The only individuals I would recommend this game to are the monsters that created it. The health regenerates on this level, yes. It does not regenerate at the boss. Oh my goodness. I'll catch up with that in a little while, Pookie. That's a lot to read. I'm trying not to get hit by the garbage that comes out of the eye, but... really, there's not much of a way around it. Maybe I try this sort of clockwise thing I'm doing now. It fires it so far. It's so infuriating that the game refuses to tell me what it wants me to do, though. Yep. If your health regenerated at the boss, I'd never die. Yeah, you have to take the eyes out. I'm able to successfully remove both of the eyes, but then nothing else happens. There are no other weak points, and there's nothing else in the room to attack. So after I take out the eyes, there's nothing left to do. I just wait to die. It's basically how this works. Alright, so let me read this. Oh, I don't know, Pookie. I guess save it for an emergency. I don't really know a lot about those sort of over-the-counter medicines. I don't tend to. I'm pretty lucky. I don't tend to need them very often. Don't know that you're likely to find someone that's going to be eager to accept a donation of an opened medicine of any type, though. Unless maybe you've got a family member you could give it to. Or a close friend. Yeah, so when I get to the boss, like, I take out the eyes, and then I still haven't figured out what to do after that. And then because I don't know what to do, I just die, and then I get to do all of this again. What an awful game. Give an open box of Mucinex as a Christmas present. We'll see, Sparrow. We'll see. I don't always take out his eyes on every attempt, so I don't often get to, I only get to experiment about once per hour. Actually, I'd say I only get to experiment about once every 2 hours, because I only make it to him about once every hour, and I only take out his eyes every other attempt. I hate everything about this level. This game is a catastrophe. I can't say that I've experienced anything from the game in my dreams. What I have learned from this game is not that dolphins are graceful swimmers. I've learned that dolphins are clunky, uncoordinated messes. I'm not even sure how they haven't gone extinct. Wonder if we can get a game-appropriate Frownie image. I don't know how to turn, I don't know how to give Frownie a dolphin costume. Eating a can of tuna, perhaps? Oh. All the resources wasted to create this game. All the time and energy, the electricity used, plastic and metal required to manufacture the carts. So much wasted effort, energy, and material. You can bet that's what it's gonna do. Oh, if I beat this game, it's gonna sit on my shelf collecting dust until I die. I'm gonna take my label maker and I'm gonna print out I'm gonna print out a sticker and attach it to it that says, "Abandon all hope, you enter here." It will serve as its own tombstone. Oh. So far, and just crushed. Ugh. I remember the first time you were playing this level, I was servicing my turntables, and even then, I could only hear it, but I do recall a glimmer of optimism. It was all an illusion. Pookie's watching a house at the end of the month and inviting coworkers over to try out VR. Nice. I've only had very, very, very limited experience with VR. It interests me. It's it looks like it could be a lot of fun, but it's crazy expensive. He had access to it at work in the lounge. That's nice. Oh, I cannot take this. Why am I so bad at this game? Always getting crunched, getting stuck. This game is just evil. Just pure evil. I keep just getting stuck on stuff. Oh, I hate it. Echo is the worst controlling character in the history of fiction. Cal says this theme is growing on me. It's starting to get to the same category of background music as the Wii Shop music for me. Oh, it's torturous, Cows. Torturous, but in a comforting and familiar way. Must be the thoughts of everyone who claims to like this game. This game is not masochism. This game is self-destruction. Echo is torturous in a comforting and familiar way. Checks out 100%, Sparrow says. I can't do this. This is not possible. We can all identify with Dolphin stuck in a machine having to use telekinetic powers to destroy aliens. What a bad time. What a bad time this game is. I think I've gotten as good as you could humanly get at this level. It's all just a matter of bad luck now. Getting stuck on the scenery, having enemies come in and one-shot me. Just things that can't be managed. And Echo's awful, terrible, miserable controls. There's a remastered version of the music from the CD release. Yeah, someone was talking about that because they were telling you to rip that if you were gonna use the actual game audio. All this wasted time. I could be spending this time playing games that are worth playing. Think of how many photos I could have unlocked in the ET Digital Companion by now, if I just poured all this time into that game instead. I sincerely think that would have been a better way to spend the time. That's not even a game, and I prefer it to this. Well, it's not gonna happen this time. I've already lost too much health. And I've only damaged the enemy maybe once. Oh, I can't stand this. How much time do we have left for the stream? How much longer do I have to do this tonight? I'm just praying. I'm just praying for my internet to go out. Sonic 3D Blast was way, way better than this. I finished that in one night, even. I don't even think... that didn't even take more than 6 hours. I've spent more than 6 hours on this one level. I like that hypothesis, Pookie, but there's no child that made it this far in this game. There's plenty of other garbage on the way to this point. You see, this game is like, it's like following a garbage truck around town. So you encounter all the like little pieces of trash that fall out of the back of the truck as it hits bumps and takes turns too roughly, and then when you get here, you've arrived at the landfill. And then someone throws you in it and they bury you. Farting Retro Toilet, welcome to the stream. Afternoon, I hope you're having a good time. I'm playing Ecco the Dolphin. So right now I feel like I'll never have a good time again. I am in the depths of despair. Doing good, right on. What's this game missing? Regret. I see, Sparrow. When is an ASMR Frownie stream going to happen? I've been asked that a lot of times. I'm not even sure what that would be. I appreciate you sticking with me through that. I mean, Sonic 3D Blast was an awful time. And I didn't think I was going to beat it. The worst part, I think I was on my last life when I beat it. I thought I was going to have to play the whole game again. And I just couldn't handle that nightmare. I don't know what it is about Sonic games, but the last Robotnik battle in every Sonic game just crushes me. I can never figure out what I'm supposed to do when I face Robotnik. And I just flounder and waste all of my lives every time I get to a Robotnik. I've never had a pretty victory over Robotnik. It's always been just scraping by. That guy's no joke. It's just someone making sounds into the microphone. Sparrow said I say it as a joke. Don't go looking up ASMR streams. Well, I've heard people make jokes about it on their streams before. Usually before eating something like a crunchy potato chip or something. So I'm guessing that that's pretty much it. Just like to listen to people eat. It's worse. Fair enough. .3D Blast is not a blast. I don't recommend playing that game to anyone else either. But if you have to pick between that and this, play 3D Blast every time. It's so funny because I always start off so optimistic, and I try to be so positive about every game that we play. And it's just so funny to think about the decline that always happens. It's the 5 stages of grief every time. Denial. Hey, this game isn't that bad. It looks okay. It's kind of interesting. Maybe its reputation isn't deserved. Then we go to anger. We're like, oh, this is nonsense. What is this trash? The bargaining. Well, there can't be that much of the game left now, can there? We've got to be near the end. Depression, where we are now. Usually we eventually beat it and we hit that acceptance phase. I don't know if it's going to happen this time. I think we're going to be trapped in stage 4 forever. Oh, we're going upside down. Stat Cat, welcome in. I hope you're doing better than I am. Yeah, inverted camera. We're gonna flip upside down for roughly 15 minutes, or until I remember that that time is supposed to be up. Acceptance can only happen if I beat the game, Pookie. What did Stat Cat said? I came just in time to see Frownie lose his mind about a 30-year-old dolphin game. 15 minutes, 2 hours, what's the difference? Derek Ocean, welcome in. Welcome to my nightmare. Is this the end? I'm pretty sure, I don't know for a fact, because this is still my first playthrough, but I think this is the last level. But don't count on seeing me beat it. I've been on this level for an hour and a half tonight, and I've been on it for 2 to 3 hours on 3 other nights, so... You know, I've been playing this level for a minimum of 7.5 hours now. So the odds of me beating it are vanishingly small. This is the worst experience I've ever had in gaming. Why is it so hard? There's a whole litany of reasons. It's an auto-scrolling maze that moves in random directions, with enemies constantly flying in from unpredictable angles. You have the worst controlling main character that I've ever experienced. You have to listen to this terrible music and this awful sound effect repeatedly, and everything looks the same, so it's pretty much impossible to memorize the quote-unquote pattern of the maze. And there are no checkpoints, and there's a boss at the end that I don't know how to defeat. And every time I die at the boss, I go back to this level. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's about as awful as it could be. Most of these enemies are a one-hit kill, by the way. They're not supposed to be, but you don't have any iframes, so they swoop out, they overlap you, and they just drain your health in half a second. Echo's sprite is so huge, and his turning radius is so wide. Like you need 2 square kilometers to have enough space to turn around. So when an enemy's behind you, you're almost guaranteed to get crunched. I make it through this level about once every hour. And about half of that time I immediately die at the boss. Sometimes I get to try a little bit. I went the wrong way. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, well, there's the boss. We'll see him again in another hour. So if you want to go have dinner or something, you can be back in time for the next attempt. Correction, Itty says, the worst experience you've had in gaming so far. I don't even know what complex is, StatCat, but I guarantee you that they did not play this game. Here's the thing about anyone who reviews or comments on a game. If you have not watched them play through it on a live stream, then you shouldn't believe anything they have to say about it. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for someone who writes about games professionally to not show their work in this day and age. Because they're sitting down supposedly they're sitting down and taking the time to play the game anyway. So there's no reason that can't be performed on a stream, so that we know that they actually did it. Sparrow says they must have played the first level and that's it. Yeah, there's no way that a human being could play this level and have that to say about this game. They haven't even seen the game played, if that's what they have to say about it. The music alone. You cannot describe this music as soothing. It sounds like someone playing a recorder that got warped after they left it on the dashboard of their car in the sun. I'd say it's pretty soothing if you're a sadist and love watching Frownie suffer. You know what? Touché. Oh, well, you're really getting your money's worth for my suffering tonight. This game is like a bouillon cube of Frownie suffering. It's concentrated. Oh. This game does not have an auto-fire, Sparrow. I am tapping the button every time to cause this. I am mashing the button. And in fact, one of the difficulties of this game is if you mash too quickly, like look at the range of my attack. It's only going like a couple inches. If I tap slowly, it will go across the whole screen. But if I tap too quick, it interrupts it. No, there's no auto fire here. I would love an auto fire that wiped the whole screen. That would be phenomenal. Save my thumb a lot of work. I'd also love a shoulder button so that I could use the speed and the fire at the same time. I know I could do it if I set the controller down and used it like an arcade pad, but I don't like holding controllers like that, so it doesn't work for me. I thought I was dead. Ugh. I used to like this game, but after seeing that, no thanks. I may have been late, but we are all here suffering with you in one way or another. Yeah, this game has been an awful time for me. If you only had one game on an island, it would never be Echo. What game would I bring? I'd probably have to bring Super Ghouls and Ghosts. See, the trouble with that is, like, Super Ghouls and Ghosts isn't a very big game. It's not a game that lasts very long. But it is my favorite game, and I would have to take it, not because it could provide me with endless, permanent hours of entertainment, but because I wouldn't be able to stand the thought of never being able to play it again. I guess I could take the Capcom Classics collection on PlayStation 2, because it has a pretty good port of Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And then at least I'd have a handful of other Capcom games that I could play. It's more of the arcadey games that aren't really my thing, but... But then I'd have something to play in between SG and G runs. If I was trapped on an island with only Echo to play, I think I would take my chances trying to swim across the ocean back to civilization. I might not make it, but I won't be here anymore. Just eat the cartridge. Nutritious plastic. There's a rain of green orbs that comes down onto me. I have such bad luck avoiding it. I'm dead. Oh, I hate this game. I like every Sega Genesis game a little bit worse by association with this game. I like every video game a little bit less by association with this game. Some weird research where Frownie was programmed as a kid and the machine was designed to awaken Frownie as a sleeper agent to become angry. Agent Frownie comic strip revival win. Someday I'll post some of those in the Discord so you can see them, but I don't think that anyone's gonna care. It's gonna be way less interesting than you can predict it to be. It's mostly just inside jokes and references that I don't even fully understand anymore. Just be like reading something written in a language that you don't know. There you go. Shin would bring Fallout New Vegas. StatCat's unsure. There's only one game you could bring. I think something like Tetris would fare well. Something potentially open-ended. I think everyone would try that. The cartridge had just enough buoyancy to become a flotation device. this was made by aliens. This was made by some very, very cruel people. No, I don't need to know how to kill the boss yet. I think I will eventually ask, but at this point, like, I know I need to take out his eyes, but I'm having trouble even doing that and surviving, so... Unless I can take out his eyes, I don't need to know anything else. If I somehow get there and remove the eyes and still have some health left, enough health left to pause and think about it, I might ask what to do next at that point, but let's wait until see if I can even get there ever again. I don't think I know that song, Pookie Stan. But Bombshell's a good title because I feel like exploding. I hate this. I hate it so much. It's infuriating. This song is haunting my fiance. This song is a nightmare. I have an idea to celebrate your Echo victory. I don't think that we need to plan for events that are never going to happen, Stat Cat. I've been playing this level for 8 hours. At least. I don't think it is within me to defeat this game. I think this is an impossible task. A nightmare, I think you mean nice and lovely. You tried, that's what matters. I think what matters is that I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life. You can get a copy of the game for $8. You can't be here for the rest of your life. You can't let Lex win. I don't have to let Lex win. He just does. Winning is his default state. Let's just say I have a camera that can do a 350 times zoom. I don't I don't know that I follow. I can't believe I had this microphone set up to where the arm was obstructing my view before. I was so foolish. How did I ever operate like that? Oh, and I see those emotes. I'm not a big fan of destroying games. Even games I hate like this, I don't think they should be destroyed. I think they should be preserved. Video games as a media type have a problem with preservation as it is. I don't think that it's good practice to go around destroying functioning copies of games. It's better to keep it safe in a time capsule, like the Jumanji board, so that some other unfortunate soul can stumble upon it someday. And understand what it is that made you become the person you were. I feel like I was having better luck with the boss when I was carelessly trying to rush. I feel like ever since I've started approaching the boss carefully and trying to preserve my health, I haven't been able to make progress. I'm mashing the button too quickly. Alright, there goes one eye. Well, I think I'm about to die. Cool. I got munched again. Awful. Black Fox, welcome to the stream. Welcome to this, awful, terrible, miserable game. Why won't this ever end? So while I've been sitting here in silence, I've been fantasizing about designing a recreation of this level in Super Mario Maker. And just kind of thinking about what that would be like. An underwater auto-scroller with bloopers everywhere. No checkpoints. And you gotta loop through the overworld and the underworld like, I don't know, 6 times. And then some kind of impossible, invincible boss at the end. Be lots of fun. That sounds cruel. That's the idea. I mean, this is cruel, so if I wanted to make a, recreation of it, I mean, without the cruelty, that's like the main ingredient. It would be a splendidly accurate recreation. I shouldn't have looked away. Oh well. Now, it'd have to be Fire Mario, because you'd have to be able to shoot projectiles. Also, it couldn't be a Mario, like Frog Mario controls well underwater. I would need whatever controls the most poorly. Maybe add that drunk effect the whole way through the level. So you can simulate Ecco's awful controls. I like Mario 64. I think Mario controls fine in that game. I think I prefer Mario's controls in Mario 64. Well, no, I don't know. I'd have to look at Bowser's Fury again. So far as 3D Marios go, I feel like the best controlling Mario is either Mario 64 or Bowser's Fury. Every other 3D Mario has something wrong with it that makes me not like the experience as much. Yeah, the fuzzy dizzy effect. The only trouble is I'd never be able to upload this level because I'd never be able to clear it. I have that problem with the last level I built in Mario Maker. It's too hard, I can't clear it, so I can't upload it. Be interesting to see what you think of Galaxy's controls, as I thought they were spot on, but I didn't grow up with Mario 64, so I'm not super familiar with the nuances of the controls for that. Mario 64 controls could be better. I'm not saying they're perfect, but I think I like them the best. And Galaxy, I don't know, but I have a feeling because I haven't played Galaxy. I've played a little bit of it, but I haven't played it all the way through, so it's not really fair for me to judge it. But from what I played, I mean, I hate motion controls. So using the motion controls for the spin and having to use them for that pointer thing, I don't like it. They ruin that for me. Mario Sunshine, I don't like that there's no long jump. That's the key thing that I dislike about the controls in that game. Mario 3D World, I don't like the axial locking to 8 directions. And also, I don't like that they have a long jump, but it's super weak. I don't remember what the long jump in Bowser's Fury feels like, but if I remember correctly, they took away the axial locking in Bowser's Fury, and you're back to real sort of analog movement. That's why I think that might stand up there with 64 for me. And Odyssey, I don't like the capture stuff. Odyssey would probably be my favorite if there were no capturing. But as it is, like if you could use Cappy just as a projectile and a platform, like that would be fine. But anytime I try to do that, I always end up accidentally capturing stuff I don't want to capture, and that just takes away the fun for me. This is not an objective list or ranking in any way. This is just my these are just my preferences. Oh my. I admire Beller Jeff's commitment to having the most upsetting emotes on Twitch. Beller Jeff has designed his emotes to be unpleasant and with almost the degree of perfection that Ecco the Dolphin was designed. They go hand in hand. Probably shouldn't be looking away. He said he tries hard to have the most horrifying emotes. Oh yeah, I believe it. I can't turn around. Yeah, when I stop trying to avoid the eye projectiles, I do better. I got rid of both the eyes, but then I died. As I always will. As will always happen. I will never beat this. Mine are just animal themed. It's a good choice. I mean, mine are all Frownie themed. I don't think this is gonna happen tonight, my friends. I'm gonna try and make it to the boss one more time, but I think after the next failure, I'm gonna have to throw in the towel. I commend you on your perseverance, Cal says, but I have to go to bed. I'm amazed you didn't decide to do that hours ago. Thank you for your company, cows. I hope that you sleep well. And we'll look forward to you joining us tomorrow for Wetrix. I obviously stayed for the music. When you compliment the music in this game, cows, I think I feel the same way you must feel when people talk about how much they like to eat pineapple. Why is this game like this? I'm so mad. We got there twice in a row. I immediately died. For no reason. Alright, we'll see. Let's see if we get there. Let's see if we get there 3 times in a row. I said I was quitting after the next failed attempt, and we will if we don't make it back there again. This game is just not worth streaming into overtime for. How many times has this game made me sigh? Like twice a minute? Oh. There's no map on this level, Pookie. It's not actually sonar at this point in the game. It was sonar at the start of the game, but somewhere along the way, a DNA molecule changed us and turned it into a different kind of power. VR game that's been on my radar for a long time went on a decent sale, which is perfect timing for my ill-attempted VR shindig. It's a music game, so likely real easy to pick up and play. Right on. Yeah, and then the sonar thing. Isn't deciding this game isn't worth more of your time still a victory? Unfortunately, not the type of victory I'm after, Black Fox. This game continues to defeat me. I just don't know what to do. I just don't think I'm good enough. I can't seem to beat it. But we're gonna wrap the stream up here, friends. It's been a lot of suffering. We had a lot of fun at the start of the stream. Super Turrican was a really good time, and I'm happy that we played that. Echo is always a miserable time, and I will not ever be happy to have played it unless we can actually someday finish it. But I don't think that's in my ability. So I probably won't be picking this up again this week. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up next week. I think I need a break from this game. I think it might just be more than I can handle. Showed up just as the suffering began. Yeah, Super Turrican was the first part of the stream, and that was a lot of fun. Tomorrow night should be streaming again, 11 p.m. Central Times when we plan to start up. And we're going to be trying out Wetrix on the N64. That's a game that Cows remembered fondly. She provided the copy that we're going to be playing to me, so we can all give her a thank you for that tomorrow, and hopefully it's going to be a really good time. That's the only thing I have put on the schedule. It's the only thing that I'm planning on playing, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and watch the VOD of Musashi to watch the part I fell asleep during. Alright, if it's still on Twitch, it's not on YouTube yet. Sorry, I've just been picking out a... picking out somebody for us to raid. They stick around for 2 weeks, yeah. I just, everything kind of blurs after a while. I don't remember how long ago that was. Alright, thank you for being here for the stream, my friends. Thank you for keeping me company even while I was in the throes of misery that are Echo. I hope you'll join me. I hope you'll join me again. Hopefully we'll be doing something that's a little less suffering. But I'm really thankful to have you here with me. And I look forward to enjoying your company again very soon. Like I said, tomorrow night is Wetrix. Friday, I haven't decided what to stream yet, but I'll let you know in the Discord when I've determined what to put on there. And yeah, until I get to see you again, my friends, take care and be well.